Happy New Year and welcome back to the Championship Racing Series Quarterfinals Part 2, where Groups 1 and 2 will go at it to see who can make it to the semifinals. So let's go ahead and meet those drivers. Starting us off, the underdog of the group in the 15th seed, Marvin Wolf in his 2019 Kia Stinger GT. Up next, in the 11th seed, we got Richard Butts in his BMW M3 GT2. Next, we got the second highest qualifier in this group in the 7th seed, Charles Woods in his 2018 Bentley Continental GT3. And finally, our top qualifier of the group, Joseph Osborne in his 2010 Ford Shelby GT500. And to the starting line we go. We got Woods and Wolf up front. Will Wolf manage to pull off an upset, or are the other drivers just too much for him to handle? We shall see, as he looks good coming around that first turn. Woods with a little bit of trouble there. Wolf seems to be running away with this one, but the Joker is not far behind him as Wolf takes first, Osborne in second, and Chubbs chugging along. Seems to have some issues driving in reverse, but here he comes as he will take third. Now let's take a look at what happened to Butts, as he looks like he's going at a manageable speed, but he makes a mistake coming out of the third turn, cuts it too early, climbs the curb, and goes up on his roof. What an unfortunate start for Butts. As we go back to the start, and let's see if Butts can take advantage of this positioning. Clean out the gate side by side, Butts and Woods. Woods pulling ahead, but it seems like the two in front are holding up the rear. As Wolf tries to make a move, he does. He passes Butts. As they come around the final turn, Wolf still hunting his prey, but Woods able to hang on with Butts in third and Osborne in fourth. All right, with just 2 races to go, we got a pretty tight one here. Butts finally on the board, but he'll need some help. Osborne with a slight hole shot. Wolf up on the curb and back down. Butts up on the median going sideways, and that's gonna cost him. And Woods as well. As we see Osborne out front with some great driving, blocking Wolf from passing and taking first. There you see Wolf with a rough start, but he recovers nicely. Lamas there in the purple Mustang must be having flashbacks because he did that same exact move in his last race. As we come to the final race of this group, Wolf and Osborne tied in first. Woods with 43, but he will need some help. He's gonna need a big mistake by either Wolf or Osborne to get in. As I say that, he makes a big mistake around turn 1. Wolf in the front, Osborne in second. It looks like they will make it home and secure their spots. Butts coming in a distant third, and Woods way behind there, but he finishes in fourth. As you can see, a big mistake there by Woods around that first turn. Maybe the pressure got to him, I'm not sure. Wolf going sideways there, almost losing control. But him and Osborne, really nice driving to finish the race. And there are your semifinalists for Group 2. Wolf with a big 90 points. The underdog coming in huge there. And Osborne in with 80 points. No surprise there that he will be moving on into the semifinals. As we move on to see who from Group 1 will meet Johnson and Fields. Up first in the 16th seed, Lenny Matthews in his Honda Civic SI. Next, we got Donnie Belcher in the 12th spot in his 2011 Corvette Grand Sport. Followed by this fast Ford GT40 driven by Steven Reynolds. And finally, the daddy of them all in the number 1 seed, D-Snuts. All right, these guys aren't wasting any time. They are at the top, ready to go. Let's see if Snuts can run away with this one as he did in the qualifier. And it looks like Reynolds will take the lead around turn 1 with Snuts right on his tail. Matthews up on the curb but recovers. Snuts trying to find a passing lane. Reynolds is in control as he pulls a 180 and crosses the line for first with Snuts in second and Matthews in third. And a tough start for Belcher there as he wipes out around turn 1. Luckily, there's a lot more racing to go. And Reynolds there with a nice start as he held off Snuts to take first. As he's lined up behind Snuts now, let's see if he can keep it going. As Snuts takes the lead around turn 1, Reynolds pulling into second with Belcher bringing up the rear, but he's really going to need to step up his game here. As Snuts looking in control, taking first, Reynolds second, followed by Matthews and Belcher. And back to the start we go with Belcher and Matthews up front. Belcher only 15 points on the board and may be too late for him at this point. And Belcher climbing the center line as he continues his janky driving. Matthews up front. Snuts right behind as he almost loses control and recovers. Reynolds goes up on his roof as Matthews will come on first. Snuts in second and Belcher in third. And it looked like Reynolds just came into that turn way too hot and unable to control it. As we get set for the final race, Reynolds going from first to third with that big mistake. Let's see if he can take advantage of this great starting position and somehow recover from that. He's looking good, but Belcher taking the outside lane and pulling in front of him. He's on Belcher's tail here. Belcher not letting him pass, and Belcher taking first, Reynolds in second, with Snuts pulling up the rear. As we take a look at the final score, Snuts with some excellent driving once again. Matthews, the underdog, surprises everyone as he takes advantage of Reynolds' big mistake there in the third race. And the stage is set for the semifinals as Snuts and Matthews will meet Johnson and Fields. As Wolf and Osborne will meet Snyder and Gordon. This should be an action-packed semifinals. Let's see which of these 8 can make it to the finals. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time for some semifinals racing action.